at the On Purpose Investor, our mission is to get our listeners to begin living their life with hyper intentionality. To live their life on purpose, and that's why we decided to name it the On Purpose Investor. So, what would you say has helped you to live your life with intention and clarity?
Well, I mean, it was just one day at a time, learning from different mentors and books and podcasts and trying to get that mindset. Um, I did your Dream Life University class, and that was more so a mindset thing and learning to set goals and figure out your roadmap and figure out your path forward to, like you said, live your life with intention and clarity. In the beginning, I was blindly buying rentals and figuring out, okay, I'll work hard. Eventually, maybe I'll work less. And now I don't have a day job anymore. And it's been 2.5 years. I haven't had a day job anymore, and I'm only 31. So, I mean, and I didn't know what I was doing when I got started. So it's just one day at a time.
Yeah.
Figure out your path forward, keep moving in that direction, and just keep doing something to move the needle forward every single day. Just do the best you can, and
Hmm.
eventually you'll get there. It might
Right.
not be 2 years or 5 years, it might be 20 years, but 20 years is better than 50 or working until you pass away.
Or
So just,
never. Right.
or never, exactly.
Hmm.
I'm
And
still
I think
figuring it out, trying to get better at that and clarifying that. So to focus on what's really important for me than just working forever for somebody.
right. And I think we all have a family member that we know and probably could name them right now and say, wow, they're X amount of years old and they're still working and they'll never stop working. I wish they could have discovered this when they were my age. Where would they be had they just done a little something, you
Hmm.
know, 40, 50, 60 years ago or 70 years ago? I don't know. We might have 15-year-olders listening to this episode saying, I'm going to go buy rentals this year. I know 15-year-olders that buy rentals. Then you can do it too. But yeah, think about that one person in your head that you either are related to or you just know them that they're 60, 70, 80, 90 years old and they're still working. You know, Imagine where they would be if they invested younger. And if you are 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, listen, it is never too late to get started. You can
Absolutely.
There is no age limit when it comes to buying rental properties. There's no age limit when it comes to getting smarter about something. And if you're like, well, what's the point? I'm just going to be, I'm going to do it for a few years and I'm gone. It's like, well, you probably have someone in your life that you would like to leave that to. There's probably someone in your life that you would like to help them get started. And, that's what I tell people sometimes when I ask them to sell or carry something. They're like, why would I do a 30-year note with you if if I'm 90 years old, why would I do a 30-year note? It's like, well, I'm going to pay you, and in the unfortunate time that you pass, you're going to get to pick who gets that, and it'll go to
Hmm.
them. And it's a nice thing when they can say, wow, I will be remembered or honored, or I will still live on even past because I can do this. It's a morbid subject and it's always a touchy subject, but you know when you do live your life with intention and clarity, you you can absolutely change the destination of where you're headed. And I'm glad to say that I know you, and that I know that you've gotten more in intention and more clarity um, since I've known you, and I have too. I mean, I was I was wild westing it back then when we first met, and we were just bang bang buying whatever, and now Tiffany and I have a lot more intention and a lot more clarity on where we're headed. And I really appreciate that you brought up Dream Life University. That is our course that we are getting ready to launch the second edition of in a little bit later 2023. So be sure to check out our Facebook page or our website on Purpose Investor just to see when that material is coming out. So I really appreciate that. You were a great member of the group. You offered a lot of insight to our other students, and I'm looking forward to having them on the podcast to hear how Dream Life may have shaped and molded them as well. So
Yeah, it was a great course. I think I got a C minus, maybe just barely passed, but we got through it.